What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video. Today we're here with Hunter x Hunter episode 89. Last episode we ended off fighting Knuckle, but he did say that Gon's what is the name of that ability? Jesus Christ, I'm just not realizing. I don't think Gon has a name for that. I think it was called like Rock something. I don't think he has a name for that ability. But he did say that it has two weaknesses. I said that it was mostly because he has to stay stationary when using it, or he needs to be mobile, or either needs to be mobile while using it or he needs to be quicker when charging it. um but and I'm more or less just kind of excited to hear what kind of critique Knuckle has on the move itself, because I feel like we're still gonna do a little bit more training, so we might as well learn all we can right now. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place in that in is always my social media links, going to be in the description below, or you can just comment. We have Patreon if you want more episodes early, and we have what the fuck else do we have? We have Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter. So with all that being said, I hate myself so much. Headphones, make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. God damn. All right, lay it on me. What is that? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Okay, facts. Facts. We'll find out. We'll find out. Um, now let me turn this shit down. Um, now that God, my light is really fucking bright today. What the? I hate that. Probably need to close that fucking window. Um, now that I am thinking about it, I mean, like maybe it is an animation thing where like it seems like it stands still. I don't know. It could just be because he needs a name for it. Because now that I think about it, like for real, I don't know what the name of that fucking attack is. Like I think he called it like Death Rock or Rock of Death or Rock Paper, which I thought the name was like Rock Paper Scissors or something like that. Or First Comes Rock or something like that. But I, what is the name of that thing? Like it seems like Killua knows the ability of every one of his like attacks or like techniques, but Gon just kind of does shit, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. Compassion and strength. Okay. Don't know what that means. We'll take it though. Okay. Now hit me with it, dog. Hit me with it. Let me know. What did you name? Okay, there it is. We did. Okay, it was that. Sometimes you overthink things. Sometimes you over. Wow, zero effort. Sometimes you overthink things. Yeah. Jajakin. Jesus. Jajan. Yeah, that's fucking. I don't think it was that. Right. He just stuttered. Once again, sometimes you overthink it. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. There it is. Okay, so it takes too long to charge. Yes. Even if you don't have time to stand. Very okay. So it does, yeah. It makes sense though, cause like why would you stand there? Like some niggas are too fast, too risky. Okay. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Okay. So now, so you're slow and or immobile, and your defense is low. You're a glass cannon at that point. Makes sense. Okay. A mid-level pro. Huh. So close. Yeah, he has a lot of potential. Okay, hands, hands, hands. Oh, tech. Yeah, experience. Okay. His technique is a little iffy. Damn. Oh, he's exposing the fuck out of Gon. I ain't about to lie. Yeah. Damn. Oh, I see. That's crazy. So like the aura itself is something that you could look at in order to like get a good read on your opponent, which is something I haven't seen in anime for real. Like people usually see people's auras, but like, ooh, ah, damn, damn. What the fuck was that? God damn. He exposed the fuck out of us. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. What a another facet to Nin that I didn't really think about. Oh shit. Yeah, cause he ain't been he's been fucking around low key. So yeah, he ain't been punching you for real. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, he's way stronger than we thought. Yeah. He's a good he's a good trainer. Yep. It's too yep. Get exposed. You takes way too long for you to charge that thing. And you have to stand still. It's ridiculous. Actually, now that I'm really like now that he points it out, yeah, it's actually ridiculous to even use that. Oh, he said hit me for real. Oh, he said fight me for real. Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, his adaptability is crazy. Not gonna lie. Oh, his adaptability is crazy. I'm not. Oh, that's so cold. No, that's cold. Oh, okay, then okay, it didn't work, but that was some crazy adaptability he just displayed right there. Nah, that was cold. Got your ass beat, but that was cold. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was really fucking good. Mind games isn't exactly something that you expect. What the fuck? Right. He's gonna swing for. Mm, but throw a fucking screwball or fucking curveball. Right. Oh, okay. Facts. experience are out of control, or will stagnate, just flow free. Ah, yeah, that is crazy though. You don't really expect mind games from Gon because he's such a straightforward fighter, but it was a really good feint. Yeah. Want to be less useful once opponents figure out how it works. Okay. Yep. That's good. Some good adaptability, but that was really good. Even though you kind of got your ass beat, it's a it's a good show of progress. Why is it so fucking bright? Yeah, he didn't. Right, he's literally just going with the flow of the fight. There is no like, let me think about it. Like whereas Killer was more like, oh, let me think about it. He's literally just reading his opponent as he's fighting. Damn. Yeah. You're done so after that. Okay, let's get it. Ooh, god damn, okay. Get some hands. Damn, got you. Damn, in your neck. Yeah, right. Knuckle is definitely just stronger. But the problem with that is that Gon is simply just getting stronger as the fight progresses. That's tough. Damn. So Knuckle just has a straight up good ass reserve of it. Now, granted, it's because he's more experienced, but still, Knuckles just preserving his energy a lot better. It's also interesting that Killua was just straight up analyzing this entire fight because it's probably going to make him not want to fight. And it's not like a Killua's being a bitch. It's a Killua knows that Killua has like a thing where if he knows that he won't win the fight, he's probably not going to do it. Like that's more of his style. Here we go. Right, he ain't got a lot left. All right, all right. This might be straight up putting the cards all on the table. So what's the idea? To throw that bitch? Um, paper. He's gonna throw that bitch. He threw that bitch. An emitter attack. Oh shit. But you lost sight of Gone. He might be able to just run up on you if you're focusing on the actual attack. Yep, you lost you lost sight of Gone. That was smart as fuck because he did the same thing in the tournament. That's smart as fuck. Oh, 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 that nigga cold. That nigga's cold. And he out of there. Yeah, yeah, he out of there. Fuck, that was damn, damn. Yeah, you would have been gone. Yeah, that would have been your life right there. Your story would have ended. Okay. Right. Nah, he's not gonna fight. Mm. Well, I'd hope so, nigga. You been wanting one. Yeah. Shit. All right. Damn. Man, that was a good fight though. I was about to say, aren't you a coward? All right. All right. Yeah. Because he doesn't believe that he can win. What the fuck? Oh, not big buff man. Oh, caught that big buff bisky. Lynching. Bro, got him looking stupid. Oh, oh, God. Oh my God. Bro, big buff bisky. Yeah. Yep. Mm, that's so weird. Like, I mean, like, I get that he was trained to basically do that, but Whoever taught your bias isn't easy. Say one thing for sure. Doesn't help you. Uh, what? It's a bit off subject, but Buff Bisky is kind of she aight. Facing enemies with equal strength. You don't worry about how strong they are or what they might do to you. You're thinking about a stronger enemy. There's no square. Don't bother running as. Mm. Stronger. Take determination. Mm. But she got a point. She got a point. I'm not even about to lie. She got a point. It's so weird. It's so weird. Over gotta stop. Part of a smothering love. Just doesn't a twisted self-serving love. Yes, it makes him stronger, deeper, and harder to break. That extraordinary will, this curse cannot be broken. What? I just feel like that's so weird. Oh god damn it. Bomb. We'll talk about it in the discussion. So weird. So weird. Time to run for it. God. Bisky got to be like one of my favorite characters in this show. Okay. Let's see it. Will he actually fight? Because I'm not so worried about Gon. Like I've been worried about Killua the most throughout this entire like little mini arc that we've had with the training. So weird, man. So weird. Like it just doesn't make sense, right? Like I get it. Like it I don't know, man. Like I haven't talked about it a lot, but like I said, there is I have worried more about Killua than I have about Gon. Like in this little mini arc, right? Gon because I've worried about him because he's like very naive and impressionable because of him being like, oh yeah, we'll save what's his name, Kite. Okay, that's worrisome. But the fact that Killua literally just won't take a fight. Like he won't at all. Is very weird to me because he has the strength and the technique to do so. He just won't. So weird. It's so weird. Okay. Nope, 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 don't care. Okay. So, this episode could be seen as a little bit more of the same from the last episode, which is training, 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 fight knuckle, training, 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 right? Um, but two really big plot points that we have to like kind of talk about I don't know if you can call like plot points, but like two really big things that we got to talk about in this that came from this episode. One, on one side of the coin, there's Gon, who we learned that while yes he is a glass cannon when he's using the what do you call it, Jajakin, um when he uses it he's a glass cannon, but he is very good at adapting during battle. It's what makes Gon so good as a hunter potentially, right? Is that throughout the battle his battle sense is like really good. So throughout fighting he will make mistakes, yeah, but he's so durable that throughout making mistakes in the fight he will learn from them and build upon that, and eventually he ends up the winner simply because while he may not start out stronger than you, he will finish the battle stronger than you. And I think that kind of says a lot about what um Bisky was trying to say to Killua, just in a way more a smarter way than I can say it, is just that Knuckle was stronger than Gon. He had more experience than Gon, and he was using his Nin reserves way better than Gon. Gon was losing that fight 10 out of 10 times on paper. But that's just on paper. In reality, Gon starts off weaker than Knuckle, but Gon continued to get stronger until at the end of that fight where Knuckles like, shit, if he were just a smidget stronger, or if he was just if you gave him just a little bit more nin, if he trained just a little bit more, if he had a little bit more stamina for his nin, I would have got dirted, because he did get him. And like, as much now, granted, Knuckle wasn't really fighting for real. He was kind of pulling his punches. He was giving him hints like, hey, watch your back, so he could armor up and not get absolutely dirted when he gets punched. Probably pulling a lot of his punches and stuff like that. But even in his current, even in Knuckles' current, I'm not trying to kill you form, he should have won 10 out of 10 times on paper. It's just that Gon was being Gon. His ability to adapt in battle is just a lot better. He is the complete opposite of Killua, where Killua is throughout, and it was almost like during the battle when Gon fighting and stuff, it was almost annoying to the point of like Killua was like, oh, and then he does this, but it makes sense that Gon can't do this because he's not strong enough to do this, so what he should do is this, but what Gon did was this. And he was doing that anime thing where somebody on the sideline like commentates for the main character, where like, oh wow, look what he just did, he did this, and that's how he did this, right? And that usually lasts for about 5 to 10 seconds. Killua's entire self monologue, self commentary on Gon's fight lasted, and I wish I could go back and just time it, but that shit lasted for what felt like a solid minute and a half. And while somebody who's watching this could be like, oh my god, why, I could just shut the fuck up. We get what he's doing, blah. Like it's obvious what he's doing, and even I had that moment during his little spiel of like, okay, yeah, I get what he's doing. Like I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you know, okay, yeah, we get it, right? But then I started thinking about, no, that's literally just how his mind works. That there is no like anime, oh my god, look, he's so fucking cool, you know, he's, oh wow, he's so fucking amazing, Subarashi, you know. There was none of that. It was quite literally just Killua being over analytical. He did not need to, like, he does not need to be that analytical. Like, yes, it is good that Killua is very smart, and he is very good with his techniques, like he's very strong, but something inside Killua just makes him overanalyze things to the point of him forcing himself into safety. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's just that just to continue this point a little bit more, is just I could just see how somebody could watch this on the first go around and be like, oh my god, why is he doing this? Like I just want to see the fight. I don't need to be told how the fight goes. But it's a good way. Not even good, it's a very smart way to characterize Killua without even characterizing it, because it does show his fear of losing instead of his want to win. As Bisky said, you go into battles thinking of an escape plan. Gon goes into battles thinking, this guy's about to get dirted. like I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this guy's gonna get put in the dirt, right? So it's a very different, it's that light and dark aspect that we got at the beginning of this mini arc thing, whatever you want to call it, training arc within the arc, that when push came to shove, Killua ran and Gon was like, no, I'm gonna fight, right? Killua literally had to knock him out and then run. So just to go into just to talk a little bit about Gon's fight and stuff, just to wrap up that part of the episode. It was smart of him to use his emitter ability to sneak behind Knuckle, which is something that he actually did before in the, I think it was Heaven's Arena, where he lifted the who did he do this with? I don't know if it was Hisoka or is that Beyblade guy, where like he lifted the the floor, and he used that as what somebody thought was an attack, when in reality he was just trying to go around, like be Flank Sinatra and just hit somebody in the back of their fucking medulla oblongata, right? So it's very on brand for Gon to pull something off like that. Immediately when he used it, I was like, okay, he has to throw it, right? Like what else could he do? Like I don't think he'd want to use Scissor, because Scissor is a close range attack, but it's an intermediate range attack. Like the rock is a close range attack. Scissor being a sword is an intermediate attack. I'm guessing paper is the emitter attack. So he had to throw it, right? He had to throw it, and immediately he throws it forward in front of like where he would be obscured. So it was a smart idea to use that what he learned once again from just straight up battle sense a long time ago in this fight, where it shows that he's actively, like quite actively, just building himself up and making himself stronger instead of tearing it. Well, I wouldn't want to say Killua tears himself. He kind of does, but it's just good to see that he is actively building upon certain aspects of his game that that worked for him before, and he's using it and adapting it in a way that'll work for him again. So it's kind of like how Killua said, "Oh, he used the Jajaken and they saw through it. He used it again, and you're like, why would you use it again? But he's using it again. It's a fake or it's a feint, and when he attacks, he just runs over to the side of you and then attacks again. Now it didn't work, but you can kind of see from Heaven's Arena doing the feint, and then from here doing the feint, and then he finally does like the final feint, which is like the one that technically works. Even though it didn't give him the win, it's the one that technically worked. So while we do build up Killua in a way that, or like kind of build up on his character in a way where it's like, oh wow, okay, it's building up on his character without really building up on his character, and kind of like also building up on how his combat style is. We do the same thing with Gon, where we see, you know, like I said, you see Heaven's Arena, the feint at the beginning of the fight, and the feint at the end of the fight, and each one is like showing you how Gon fights, and two, it shows you his character of like, I'm just gonna keep doing it, and eventually it's gonna work. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna keep on altering it and making it better until it eventually works, which is just dead ass how Gon is. He's a bulldozer. He's a tank. He literally just runs through any wall, and if the tank runs into one wall that he can't break through, he just adds spikes to it. And if spikes don't work, then he adds razor blades. And then if razor blades don't work, he changes the outer shell to adamantite or something. Like, he just continues to make whatever he knows stronger, or he alters it until it works. Whereas Killua, being more of a rogue, he's just like, I'm just gonna sneak around the back of the back. I'm gonna be a little bit underhanded, a little bit tricky with stuff. You know, if it's not smart to go in, I'm not going in. Things like that. And like I said, it just builds on both their characters. While this episode does seem like a little bit more of the same, it builds on both their characters. Now, to get a little bit more into Killua, as I said, he works against himself. And I kept saying that it was weird because, like, I've seen characters who work against themselves and talk themselves out of fights. Killua does the same thing, only at some point, Killua literally hits this factory reset that I haven't seen before. I've seen, like I said, I've seen characters do this where they're like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, and I shouldn't do it, so I'm not going to do it. But Killua keeps on doing this until he hits that factory reset and decides that he's just gonna run. And we've seen it so many other times. More recently, we've seen it when Neferpitou came along, where you could say Neferpitou was just that strong, and Neferpitou is just that strong. Like, when they pulled up on the scene and cut Kite's arm off, yeah, anybody will be like, oh shit, I shouldn't be here, right? But it seems so different for Killua. It seemed like he literally just shut down and was like, he was put into complete fight or flight mode and decided flight without even thinking of fight. Like, it wasn't even a fight or flight, it was a flight or flight mode. Like, he didn't even think about doing anything else. He was like, nope, get going out here, knock him out, run. It didn't ask any questions, the same way that Gon didn't ask any questions and just ran in, or was gonna run in. He just factory reset, go and run. I say that that's weird because while I get that his upbringing could be very traumatizing, his upbringing could be very like damaging psychologically for a kid his age, even with him being the monster, the absolute demon that he is. Completely making that split decision snap, I'm running away, without any build up, seems a little unnatural to me. In the beginning like I say a long time ago, but during the Hunter exam, when we first got introduced to Illumi and, you know, his character being Killua's brother and stuff like that, I think I was joking. Now, you know, granted, it's been a while since I since that episode, but from what I remember, I think I was joking. But I was like, he seems hypnotized, very much hypnotized. Like, he didn't seem like he was himself. He literally just seemed like he shut down and he was like, oh my god, what am I doing, right? And throughout the show, I was like, maybe you actually are. But it could also just be a product of his training, because obviously Illumi's one of the, or at least it's shown that Illumi is kind of like one of the ones that trained him to fight, or taught him at least a majority of like how to fight and stuff like that, right? So while yes, like there's this aspect of it that is like, we kind of have to realize that Killua was not born into a regular family, so they aren't going to show love the same way that we'd expect, like Gon or Leorio, Killua, fucking Kurapika, or anybody like that to show love. Killua is a lot different. Him growing up the way he grew up, it's not just him who is kind of fucked up in the way they show love. Illumi might be the same way. This is something that that we have to like kind of that's been kind of brewing in the back of my mind, is that Illumi might be the same way, only in the role of an older brother. So while Killua is like run away, Illumi might just show his love, but a self-serving love, as Bisky called it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. He might have showed his love by either teaching Killua to the point of like factory reset fighter flight mode, of like, yo, you run away if shit gets bad, or just straight up putting a curse on him or whatever he did, and having him be actually hypnotized, to the point and one of the original reasons why I thought he was hypnotized, because like the whole kanji or whatever the fuck's in his eyes just kind of makes a swirl, and I was like, that, yeah, it looks like you're you know, spinning on those perks like a laundromat, right? And we got the same thing in this episode when we talked about like how Killua like shuts down, right? But he may just show his love by being like, yeah, I'm going to protect you by teaching you how to run away. Like, yes, I will teach you how to fight people who are on par with you, people that you have the jump over, mostly because you're an assassin and that's your trade. I'm going to teach you how to fight people that are weaker than you, as strong as you, or people that you can get a sneak attack on and actually defeat. I'm going to teach you how to defeat people that you can defeat. But when somebody is stronger than you, you run the fuck away, which absolutely inhibits his growth like immensely. He doesn't grow any from that. Like, he doesn't get stronger from that. He simply knows how to maneuver his way throughout the world. Like, he doesn't really know how to be a bulldozer as Gon is. And it's kind of something that you don't notice because of how strong Killua is and how much potential he has. You don't realize how weak he is actually. And that's because his ceiling, like Killua is either mentally or literally capped. Like he cannot get any stronger than what he is. We've seen him build upon techniques. We've seen Killua kind of learn new techniques, but we haven't seen Killua literally get stronger. Like we haven't seen Killua's fighting ability just skyrocket the way that Gon has, and it's because of that training. It's because of whether it's his trauma, his brother hypnotizing him, or a mixture of both, which I think it's a mixture of both. Like I said, we gotta kind of understand that Killua comes from a different family than everybody else. So even the mom shows very weird ways of, the mom has very weird ways of showing love. Even the dad, everybody in that family does. So it's not far-fetched to be like, oh, Illumi is just protecting his brother, but he's also hindering him, which is why Bisky calls it a self-serving love, because it's a two-way street, and it's only for Illumi. One is that he makes sure that his brother does not get hurt. Two is that he makes sure his brother does not surpass him in strength. Therefore, if his brother ever does get out of line, he can't do anything to Illumi. So Illumi made himself judge, jury, and if he needs to be, executioner. Illumi is everything to Killua, and Killua doesn't even know it. So whether and I don't know how he would hypnotize him, because even though we haven't actually seen Illumi fight, other than like him using his needles or whatever. We just seen like kind of raw strength from Illumi. We haven't really seen him act. Well, he could use one of his, but his needles have like no, he could just have one of his needles, like he could like put one. I don't know. He has them on his head. Like he just could like have one like on the side of his fucking temple or some shit, and use that as a way to control him. I could see him doing that, because if it's a little it's literally a little piece of him inside Killua, so he always like kind of either keeps tabs on Killua or makes sure that Killua, like, as long as I am somehow with him, Killua will not get into any trouble, he will not get hurt, and he will not disobey me. So it could be something like that. It could literally just be his nin power of his technique could just be something like, oh yeah, I just hypnotize people and that's what I do. A lot of what he does seems to be revolving around like illusions and stuff like that. But it a little bit back to like the whole self-fulfilling or what did Bisky say? Whatever. The whole self-fulfilling love thing is that it is just selfish for Illumi, right? As I said, like, it could just be a thing of him just being scared of his brother getting hurt, and that's just how he shows love. I mean, it's smothering love, like as Bisky said, it's a very smothering love. Like, if anybody's ever been in that kind of situation, you kind of know how that is where that person refuses anything to happen to you, and it's literally just being a helicopter parent. Illumi is a helicopter brother in the worst sense of the definition. He's just making sure that Killua never gets hurt, and that is exactly what hinders Killua from getting stronger. So I can see why Bisky says, hey, if you can't overcome this, you have to leave Gon. And if, as fucked up as that is, I agree. If Killua can't overcome this, And it sounds horrible to say like, hey man, if you can't overcome your trauma, I can't let you have friends, right? But in this situation, no, you literally cannot be around Gon, because the thing is that Gon has already showed us that as long as he just keeps training, he gets better. He is probably going to get a W out of a fight that he gets into, even if that person is stronger. And is the good like I said, Bisky explained it way better than I ever could. So if you're looking for somebody to discuss that, just listen to Bisky again. But just to say a little bit on it, like just to praise it a little bit, is that a lot of fights do get boiled down to who is stronger, right? Even in the anime community itself, a lot of people boil fights down to, well, this guy's just straight up stronger than this guy. This guy is stronger than this guy. I like that Hunter x Hunter completely just pulls the rug from under that argument and just goes, sometimes people find a way to win, even if even if character A is just straight up stronger than character B. That says nothing if character B can just push through and eventually find a way to beat character A. It's not a thing of who deadlifts the most, who's faster. It's a thing of who's going to slip up first. Like, and slipping up doesn't mean, oh, that guy's he's just weaker in comparison to him. That doesn't mean that character B is weaker than, like, slipping up isn't character B being weaker than character A. Slipping up is that character A is beating character B's ass for 50% of the fight, but at the 5-minute mark of that fight, character A decides to do a spinning kick that slows him down by a just a incremental second, and it's enough for character B to get the perfect hit in, and character A lost. Yeah, on paper, character A should have won 10 out of 10 times, but that's just on paper. Combat is different. And I like that Bisky actually explained that to Killua, is that you don't have to run away all the time, right? But like, as I was saying, yes, he does need to leave Gon if he if he can't actually get a hold of himself. Because the thing is that if he does have this factory reset where he's like, and it's in the middle of a very serious fight, he won't always have the chance to run over to Gon, knock him out, run back. Like, he got lucky when Neferpitou first showed up, because Kite was there. Could Gon have beat Neferpitou right there? Probably not. On paper, it tells me that Neferpitou should win 10 out of 10 times, but that's on paper. So Killua, while running away worked out for him that time, if Kite wasn't there and Neferpitou decided, I'm just gonna chase that guy, you're done. And Gon was already angry enough, or he was already hyped enough to do something. And if you weren't in it either, if both of you were if you were as hype as Gon in that situation, your chances of winning that fight, while it is still low, went up immensely, right? But running away isn't always going to work. Running away sometimes is the worst possible thing that you could do. So yes, if he can't get over this whole I'm not fighting unless, he has to get away from Gon, because then Gon sits in a position where he might have to he might have to protect you, or there's so many things that could go wrong. Either he might have to protect you and Gon gets killed protecting you, or you get killed, Gon gets angrier, fights, and either wins or also dies in that battle. Now both of you are dead because you didn't want to be on the same timing as Gon. Like I said, if both of you are ready, if you were as ready as Gon was to fight, and I get it, like the whole thing with Gon being like wanting to fight in that situation, stupid. Obviously. Like I said, Gon was supposed to lose 10 out of 10 times on paper. It was very stupid for Gon to be like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up, because you weren't. Neferpitou was obviously stronger. That does not mean that run away is going, it worked that one time. It worked that one time. And it was about to be you, Neferpitou, or you, Gon, and Kite. Once again, are your chances high on beating Neferpitou in that situation? No. But goddamn it, it's immensely higher than just Gon running in there and fighting. So yes, I do think that this is a good stipulation, a good ultimatum to have for Killua, because you don't. Yeah, this is a good way for Killua to grow. We talked a lot about how Gon has to grow up, but you know, like I said, we were kind of like the whole thing of Killua being so strong and having all these techniques was a smoke screen for just how weak he was mentally. And if you're weak mentally, you're not gonna do much physically. Like Gon, the thing with Gon is that Gon he's all good outside of just being straight up naive. Now granted, his mentality is also a glass cannon, and we've talked about that a lot. But Gon has enough like perseverance to actually run out there and get something done when something needs to be done. Which brings me to like my final point in this long ass fucking discussion, is that the idea, and as I said before, is that there needs to be both of you on the same page. Gon is strong and has a lot of potential, but so are you. So Killua needs to be on the same type of timing as Gon, and Gon needs to be on the same type of timing as Killua. If they can do that, shit, the stuff that they could learn from each other is incredible. Like that's one thing that I think that both of them haven't really, like, as much as close as they are as friends and stuff like that, what they really need is for them to synergize a little bit more. Not for them to be like, I'm not expecting them to be like the ultimate tag team or anything like that, but they could learn so much from each other if they simply learned from each other, instead of just kind of being there for each other, which is nice too. It's good that they're there for each other, like, but Gon has his flaws as well. We've talked extensively about those flaws, so he has those as well. It's just that you both have to work on it. You both have to work on each other, right? So hopefully in this next episode, Killua can get past whatever is holding him back from fighting, whether it is just straight up childhood trauma, the smothering love of his brother, or literally some hypnosis curse. Whatever it may be, he needs to, this is the time for Killua to grow up. We've been seeing Gon like kind of make his way. I'm not gonna say that he's there. He's very far from being there, but this is Killua's time to better himself. I'll say that. So hopefully we get that in the next episode. Apparently he's gonna be fighting Shoot, and this is gonna be his chance. So yeah, this was a good episode. Like I said, I can see how somebody could watch this episode and be like, kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair, yeah, I guess, you know, it's like I said, it's more of the same from last episode, but this episode did tell us so much about both Gon and Killua. And if it didn't tell you a lot about Gon and Killua, it at least reinforced a lot of what we already thought and built upon that for both characters. So it was very smart writing, by, you know, kind of killing two birds with one stone and kind of building up the character and the combat ability of both MCs and where they're at the moment and what they need to work on. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that other stuff. If you're just a lurker, if you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below, or you could just comment. That's cool too, and it's good for the algorithm, I heard. If you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon, and if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter beyond this discussion, or just like, or beyond the comment section, we have Discord. We be talking anime in there too. So all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There we go. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.